You know, for all this game, it's still doing the thing where you turn, like, I don't know if it shows up on the recording or not, but like, just pay attention to the background. So, I'm looking this way, I turn around, everything's really blurry as I'm turning, and then I stop, and then it unblurs itself. And by the way, this is post day 1 patch. This is beyond the point at which the game was patched, so we don't really have the... Because previously, the first 3 episodes of this game were recorded while it was still in early access, so you could have technically hid behind the excuse of... Well, that wasn't at all how that was supposed to go. I was trying to swing to the other side, and then I just fell right down here. Do I have an oxygen meter? I'm not actually sure. I did. There is an oxygen meter in Emperor's Tomb. I assume there would probably be one in this game as well. Alright. Can I climb out somewhere? Let's see. Oop, that looks like a place I might be able to grab onto. No? Alright. Let's go down under then. Oh, there's more places I can explore this way. I'm assuming the oxygen meter is represented by just my increasingly narrow field of view, rather than any proper actual meter, which I'm fine with. That's a more organic way to communicate something to the player rather than just a standard, more artificial, gamey mechanic. But the blurriness of the... And again, it's not motion blur. I turned off motion blur in the settings, and it still happened. So I don't know what to make of it. I don't know why that's still a thing. But yeah, because the first 3 episodes were recorded in early access, you could technically have said up until this point that it was just a case of me... That it was just a case of the game not being... All the kinks not being ironed out yet because we still had the day 1 patch to go. But there has already been a day 1 patch, and that's still a thing. Also, this game is dark as balls. I don't think it's showing up quite as dark on the finished recording as it's showing up on my TV, but still very, very dark. Where is this? I have no idea. Oh, wait. Oh, how did I miss that? I didn't even... There was a path to my left that... Oh, hey. I mean, I don't even know why I'm bothering. The AI is so dumb. Yeah, sure, bunch up, why don't you? I was gonna make a joke about just standing here like idiots, waiting for one of us to drop dead. But then that actually happened. We just stood there, had a staring contest until he eventually dropped his arms, or dropped his hands, and allowed me to kick the absolute shit out of him. I'm gonna try not to beat a dead horse here, though. I've made my stance on the combat in this game pretty abundantly clear by this point, so I don't feel the need to harp on it again and again and again. If it does new things, that annoy me, then I'll be sure to bring it up. I'll talk about it then, but the standard belief that this game's combat is one note and boring, I feel like I've already made my stance on that pretty clear. This is still the best part of the game so far. But, you know, it's not really saying a whole lot. Alright. Death to ye. Death to all who cross my path. Alright, let me just back up a little bit. Oh, hey. I love how, like, okay, that whip actually did something. But when I used the whip on the other guy, it's like he didn't even He didn't even react to it. Oh, I guess I can say one other thing about the combat. The AI in this game isn't very intelligent. Like, it's really not that perceptive, and its combat tactics are pretty much just to swarm you and back you into, and try to back you into corners, but usually just, like, the enemies will end up throwing their items at their friends. Or if not that, then they'll end up just again, bunching up and making it really easy to kill you. Or easy for you to kill them. Did this guy not... Really? So on the subject of the AI not being very smart, how did this man not hear anything that was going on before this point? No idea. Or at least this guy heard what was going on. But like, I used the whip on the other guy and he barely reacted to it. Because it doesn't seem like, a lot of this game, a lot of things in this game don't really react dynamically to your actions. But that wasn't where I was going with that. Where I was going with that is, the AI in this game is really kind of dumb. But I've seen defenses of this, by people who say, yeah, well, the enemies in the Indiana Jones movies were stupid too, which is just, so we've just given up at that point. We've actually just given up. We've made no attempt to pretend like we actually care about the thing we're talking about. Like, it's just, they were not dumb. Really? How did you not see me swing across the... You have a clear view! Like, I'm sorry, if Indiana Jones actually swung across that gap in one of the movies and he was standing in that exact position, he absolutely would have seen. He 1000%, they 1000% would have seen me. Where did I just get sent back to? Where am I? Oh, this is a ways back. Okay, well, I guess I'll just kill them all again. I set the game to normal, I'm aware of that, but normal shouldn't be fucking brain dead, right? Like, that should be easy mode. That should be the lowest difficulty setting. Normal should be normal, like a fair challenge, but not like rip your hair out hard. This is just numb. Numbing is what this is. That sounds strange, I'll go check it out. The strange sound in question is the sound of someone clanging a giant metal object around and the sound of people falling dead on the floor. Yeah, how strange that sounds. I wonder what it could possibly be. Are you not gonna do anything? Are you just gonna fucking stand there? Alright. How are you all so- what are you doing? What are you actually doing? I don't see anything, he says. Oh, okay. Well, can you hear? Do you have the ability to hear things? What did you just- won't find anything stopping the search? What are you fucking- Whatever. We've made it back to where I was before. And those guys aren't here this time. Okay. Interesting. I'm not gonna complain. Less enemies to spam left trigger and right trigger on again and again and again. What is this? It's some... That's all? Alright. I guess I'll take your thing and just beat you with it. I like how the way this game's systems work, that somehow, he somehow didn't actually see me until, like, even when I was right in front of him, he was like, what? Where did you come from? Shut the fuck up, I swear to God. I don't know if I can properly express to you just how much I cannot fucking stand Indy's goddamn commentary in this game. I actually fucking despise it. Okay, you want me to go here? This way. Oh, wait, where's that antique bust? Maybe I need to put this up on the stand over. Wait, are there more than one? Oh, there's more than one. Are there two on either side of this? I see one. But is there more than one? Wait, did I drop it? Ah, shit, I dropped it. How do I... I think that's enough for me to get it up here. Let's plop you down here. Aha! It worked. So simple, yet so effective. More. Wait, did I just go... I just went in a big old circle. Why is this game so blurry? It's actually... Why is it actually so blurry? I don't get it. I feel like this game, with how big it is, how expensive it was, probably shouldn't be this damn blurry. Guess we're going this way. Is this the place we've been to before? Because we're trying to retrace our steps to get back to the tomb where the tractor or whatever fell out of the sky. I don't think we've been here before. It might just look similar to places we've been before. Where this... Wait, what? Down here? Maybe I have been here before then. So which direction did it want me to go? Oh, maybe up there? Hold on. Get a swing moving. Yep, this looks like the place it wanted me to go. Because like the walls and the catacombs look kind of familiar. But you can never be too certain. Save icon is promising. That's very promising. The lighting might be totally fine on the recording, but on my TV, it is, like, almost impossible to see in some of these rooms. Really? 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 You didn't see or hear anything? You know what would be really cool? Is if I could, like, pull objects toward me like I can with the grappling hook in Halo Infinite. Because, interestingly enough, you can do that in the Lego game. In the Lego game, you can actually use Indy's whip to pull, like, guns and items toward you. The game only lets you use your whip in creative ways when it decides you're allowed to. Like, yeah, you can use your whip to pull on the hook, or to grab onto the hook and then pull it to open the door. But to pull weapons and items toward you, like if I stand back here and look at that torch, it's just not a thing that I can do. It just actually isn't a thing the game lets you do. Which again, Lego game lets you do it. Lego game actually encourages it. I'm pretty sure it's required. Hello. Goodbye. Some puzzles, I believe, actually required you to use Indy's whip to pull things toward you from a distance. Or grab onto hooks and switches and things of the like from a distance. Yeah, there's that tractor I was talking about. It just fell out of the sky. Alright. Well, let's get out of here. You know, it doesn't really feel like this game's story has actually begun yet. Like, it really doesn't. Nice shadows and lighting errors there. It's still shadows and lighting errors. Just constantly. That's not normal. That's not how shadows work. Most polished game in years. Whatever. Just actually whatever. The fact that they keep switching in and out of third person is just so aggravating. Commit all the way to one or the other. His foot is clipping inside the wood. It keeps clipping inside the damn wood.
Detengo! Forza!
Thanks, pal.
Ma tu non sei!
How fucking stupid are you? I'm gonna scream. I'm actually gonna scream. What the fuck is wrong? Does no one talk to each other in this goddamn camp? You see, I'm sorry. After the events, because I believe this takes place between Raiders of the Lost Ark and Last Crusade. After the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark, how is Indiana Jones's entire picture just not up on a giant wall in the Nazi headquarters or whatever, with a giant red X over it? Like, how do they not immediately recognize the hat and the outfit? This fucking moron saw him climbing up there, saw the hat, is like, oh, hey, friend, I've got you, don't worry, I've got you. None of his other friends at any other point throughout this entire compound communicate to him like, hey, Dr. Jones is here. The Indiana Jones guy, remember from Raiders of the Lost Ark, who handed our asses to us on a silver platter? Remember that asshole? Yeah, well, guess what? He's back. No one talks to each other. No one has any form, like I get it, it's the 30s, you can't like call them up on your cell phone, but there's no form of basic communication to like check-ins with each other. No alarm that gets sounded, nothing. Even in the same room, so, like there'll be a big brawl downstairs. Upstairs, they'll have a perfect view of the brawl, and they'll be like, weird. How curious. How suspicious. I wonder what's going on down there. It's just, they're all so fucking stupid. What? Ugh. Cutscene's moving at like 10 frames per second, by the way.
What are you up to?
I keep going back and forth on whether I like or dislike Troy Baker's Indiana Jones impression in this game. It's like, on the one hand, he's nailed the cadence of Harrison Ford's voice to a scary degree. Like, he really does sound exactly like him, and yet I can still tell it's Troy Baker, which is not a bad, like, it's genuinely an impressive performance. But then there's sometimes it just feels like he's either too monotone or too overly energetic, given the situation.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. I can't say that I hate his performance. I can't say it's a bad performance. I'd say more than anything else, it is truly incredibly impressive that he's able to match his likeness to that extent. It's just some of it feels like he's trying a little too hard sometimes in either direction. But I mean, that's the furthest. That's the least of this game's problems.
This'll do. Anyone see a nun? Enjoying the view?
Excuse me, Father...
Gallagher, is spying on people part of your daily nun routine, sister?
See, like, that line, that sounds more like Troy Baker than Harrison Ford.
Third watching.
It sounds like a gruffer version of Troy Baker's standard performance that you hear in, like, Tales from the Borderlands.
Give me that.
What do you think you're doing? Hey, those are my binoculars.
We're finally gonna meet our villain, because we haven't met. Like I said, it feels like the story. Is this where the story actually gets going?
What the hell are you doing here?
An old friend of yours?
That's Emmerich Voss, German archaeologist, leader of the Fears Occult research program.
And you know that how?
The Lord revealeth his secret unto his servants.
Is that so? Dr. Indiana Jones, Professor Archaeology Department,
Hey.
Marshall College, Bedford, Connecticut.
Yeah? And you ain't no nun, sweetheart.
You know nothing about me.
Well, I might not be a priest, but I'm pretty certain stealing is a straight no-hitter with the Ten Commandments. Not entirely certain what the rules are for a reporter.
How do you...
You were taking notes in shorthand.
I'm an investigative journalist, and right now I'm looking into the disappearance of someone very dear to me. She was abducted more than 6 months ago. And I believe your friend Emmerich Voss is responsible.
That's Dr. Laura Lombardi.
Do you know her?
She's one of the world's leading experts in ancient languages.
Yes, and most importantly, she's my sister. My name is Ginetta Lombardi. What's your business here?
I'm looking for a cat.
A cat?
A mummy.
A mommy or a cat?
It's a cat mummy.
Why?
Because a giant from the Vatican stole it from me, and I need to figure out why.
You're profoundly strange, Dr. Jones. the answer you give me stirs up more questions.
So don't ask.
What about this? We hear anything that could be interest to the other. We trade information. Deal?
Yeah, all right. Miss Lombardi, deal.
Good. You can call me Gina. See you around, Strambo.
Should definitely bring this back to the library.
Oh, please tell me I have to backtrack to that fucking library for a 17th goddamn time. Oops. The intent was not to vault over the ledge there. Please, oh please, oh please tell me I have to go back there yet again. I might actually scream. Anyway, something else about this game's story is finally crystallizing for me. In relation to the intro feeling pointless. And why it feels like the story hasn't gone anywhere yet. What? Oh. Hi. How many times have we heard Indy say, "Give it a rest, would you?" No idea.
Back away! Might want to take a pass on this.
I'm gonna start. I swear, if it keeps being a thing, I'm going to actually start keeping notes of all the stupid things he says and how few of them there actually are in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, so with all the other intros and openings to the Indiana Jones movies, didn't I kill all of you? Nah, I'm not doing this again. I was in this room before. I was in this room. I was right over there. This is where my stupid cane or whatever was glitching out against the treasure chest. Also, that was loading in right in front of my eyes. It's loading in right in front of my eyes. I already killed everybody out there. I'm not killing them again. They respawned. Nope, not doing it. I am simply not doing this. Anyway, with the exception of Temple of Doom, and also still including Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny, surprisingly enough. With the only exception of Temple of Doom, though every single movie, every single Indiana Jones movie will, during the course of its intro, will introduce you to the villain of the movie. So Raiders of the Lost Ark is obviously the best example of this. It's probably the most efficient at introducing you, to getting you hooked into the world and into the character, and then ripping it all away from you, because you have this really great opening where you get to get a feel for who Indiana Jones is, that he's really not your typical gunslinging badass hero. I mean, he is a badass hero, but also he's a professor that also moonlights as an adventurer, exploring the world, collecting and retrieving ancient treasures from temples and that kind of thing. So, you know, he's kind of flailing around a little bit. He's running away pathetically from the Jovitas at the very end. So it's a good way to introduce you to who Indiana Jones is. But then, on top of that, on top of getting you into who the character is, through this really awesome action set piece in the temple and the boulder and all that, then because you're rooting for Indiana Jones, you really want him to succeed after all he's been through, and he has the idol in his hand, and then they tear that away from you when they have Belloc staring him down, surrounded by an army of Jovitos. So now you have a really personal connection to the villain. So when they reintroduce him again later, during the hunt for the quest for the Ark of the Covenant, then you're like, oh yeah, I remember this asshole. We gotta get to it before him. So you have that personal connection. Last Crusade doesn't explicitly announce that Donovan is the villain in the opening scene, but I feel like you can pretty reasonably intuit that that's going to be the case. And even if you can't, the point is still that the conflict, even if the villain isn't made explicit right in that scene, the conflict is still introduced. The stakes are made clear. You have a personal investment, because the stakes of that movie are Indy's father is missing. We got to figure out what he was searching for, where he went, and try to figure out what to do next with all that information. Crystal Skull, opening scene, Spalko, for all of Crystal Skull's faults, Spalko leaves an undeniable impression on the viewer. And Dial of Destiny, while Voller is entirely unremarkable and they stole the name from Staff of Kings, he's still in that prologue. And even though he shouldn't have survived the prologue, he's in the prologue, and then he's also in the rest of the movie. So it's like the openings serve purposes. They're multifaceted in why they're why they exist, with Raiders of the Lost Ark being the clearest example of that. But this game, the opening is literally just Raiders of the Lost Ark, but they cut out Belloc. They didn't have any villain there. Hell, you know what? Even Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings, because I just mentioned that game. It's definitely harkening back to Raiders of the Lost Ark, where you go into the temple, you dodge all these traps, you barely make it out with your life, you barely survive, and you barely hold on to the treasure that you've acquired. And then they introduce you to the villain who takes it away from you, just like Raiders of the Lost Ark. You can call it cheap for reusing the same structure that worked for Raiders of the Lost Ark, but there's a reason why it works. There's a reason why they wanted to use that structure, because it works so well for Raiders of the Lost Ark. Meanwhile, in this game, the opening has no relevance to anything. I'm starting to doubt whether Marion's even going to be in the rest of this game. That might have literally just been some nostalgia bait. And now the rest of the game has nothing to do with it at all. So it feels like it's taken 2.5 hours to 3 hours, however long I've been playing this damn game for things to actually get going. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yawn.
Indy, you're back. Did you find anything beneath the tower?
Damn right I did.
Let me see.
That did not
A
look
leather
natural at all.
parchment from the First Crusade concerning a secret order right here in the Vatican.
This is astounding. Grazie, Indy. So where are you going next?
Fountain of Confession.
Be careful, my friend. You might be going down a rabbit hole. No telling where it might lead.
Oh my god, are we ever gonna leave this godforsaken place? Like, are we actually ever going to leave Vatican City? Or are we just gonna be stuck here forever? Like, I think the longest level in Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings is like an hour long. Here, we just refuse to leave, and we just keep going. That's why they call it a great circle, because you keep running around in fucking circles, going back and forth to all these places again and again and again and again. And also, it says use the camera for hints. I swear to God, if you make me take more goddamn pictures, I can't take it. I can't take any more pictures. I'm done. I'm done running around, snapping pictures of random inscriptions on the wall and pretending it's compelling gameplay. I'm also tired of looping back and forth across all these locations. Like, I'm not actually counting, but I feel like I'd be very disappointed if I was actually counting how many times I've crossed this damn city again and again and again. And I'm frankly sick of it.
Confession. Didn't look like this back in the days of Augur the Giant.
Is it pointing me up above? Or am I supposed to use the camera?
Here it is. Somewhere. The entrance to the sacred monastery of the Nephilim Order.
I feel like it was pointing me up there. Requires Fountain Gate key, which I of course don't have. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to reach that. The hell is that? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be able to reach that from here. But maybe... Nope. Nope, we're making... No. Oh, come on. Come on, man. We can do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Exploiting shit game design. Yup. What the fuck, man? What is this? What is this? Oh, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? Oh my god, come on, man. What the fuck is this? What is this? What are you playing at? Is this a me? Am I being kerpranked? Is this all some elaborate scheme? Oh god, am I actually stuck? Oh no. Okay, I wasn't stuck. Oh, this game is such a meme. Alright, what's in here? Let me guess. Wow, it's... See, like, why even bother at that point? That's like Resident Evil Village type design. You lock a door and then you put the key to open the door right next to the locked door. Making me wonder why you even bothered locking it in the first place. A mallet? Sure, I'll take a mallet. Never mind, I can't take a mallet with me. That was so funny. That was actually so funny. I can't believe that actually happened. I can't believe, like, and it's not even like, you can see the whip swing symbol from down there. And you can reach it. Did no one caught that? No one realized how easy it would be to exploit that? Alright. Guess not. I don't even know where I'm trying to go. I guess I'm going over this way. Except, no, I'm not. I can interact with this. Rotate. Okay. That's progress. Oh, do I need to get the statues to face each other? Nope, that's not how. Why are you going that way? Oh, I guess. See, okay. So the way this game, so what happened there is I pulled down on the stick expecting Indy to pull the lever close to me. But because it's operating with first-person controls, if you pull down on the stick, he pulls the lever closer to him. So I actually have to push forward in order to make Indy push forward. Because even though it is currently using a third-person camera, it's operating with first-person controls. Anyway, that's way too far. If I want to get them to face each other, I should probably stop like there. That seems, nah, maybe a little more. A little bit. Is that good? Yeah, that's more accurate. Okay. Assuming that's even what I need to do, but I feel like it's a good place to start at least. All right, how do I? Oh, hold on. Hi there. Someone's missing a claw. Oh, there it is. See, if I had known that's what I was looking for, I could have gotten this earlier.
Hey, Stramble!
Jesus!
What have you found?
Jaina.
Is this a hidden door, Dr. Jones?
Where's my hat?
Are you pursuing some forbidden secret, perhaps?
Look, Jaina, this has been swell. And I hope you find your sister, but I work best on my own. Where's my hat?
It's here. Now.
Like lines like that. Where's my hat?
Open this.
It feels like grumpy Dial of Destiny Indiana Jones being fused with younger Raiders of the Lost Ark Harrison Ford voice.
Any clues?
Well, I found this claw.
A claw. Now what do we do with that?
I'm really tempted to break the game again and see if I... Oh. Could I have done this the whole time?
Foundation is at least 1,000 years old.
Be careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Could I have done that the entire time and I just didn't? But then what would be the point of me going in... Whatever. I got the claw. The claw. And by the way, I'm not even... It's completely baseless conjecture that this is even what I'm supposed to do here. But I don't have any other logical... I guess that was correct. What did that do? It did something with the fountain. Hold on. But what did it do? Oh my...
It's rotating.
Thanks, I hadn't noticed. Solve the fountain puzzle. Okay. I like puzzles. Best part of this game by a landslide has been the puzzles. So yeah, I'm game for more of that. I assume it's a 3-part puzzle. So looks like there's 3 sides back there. Okay. What is this? What do you do?
Why is that man holding a bucket?
It's a receptacle to carry holy water for baptizing.
Oh, okay. I see. So I would ordinarily get up in arms about someone, like, explicitly explaining to you what things are meant to do, but because this relies on religious context, and I am by far the furthest thing from a religious person, even though I have a general awareness of, like, baptism and all that stuff, I would never have come to the conclusion. Or maybe not never, but I wouldn't have immediately thought baptism unless they provided that little piece of information for me, so I'm fine with that. If she had said something like, maybe you need to get the water on top of, maybe we need to baptize the kid, or maybe we need to pour the water on the kid, but how do we do that, or something like to that effect, I would have been annoyed, but... Whoa.
Yeah.
Aha, oh, okay, I see, okay, I see. So it's 2 sides of puzzles, and then this ways into the door, so we need to get this part of the puzzle out now. So we need to push it the other way. So the right side caused the right side statue to disappear once we solve the puzzle, and then we gotta do the same thing with the left side. So let's do it. Let me at him. Let's see what we gotta do.
Is that a boat? What does it mean?
Could be the Ark of Bulrushes. It carried Moses down the Nile.
Okay, see that one,
Look like baby Moses.
that one I probably wouldn't have needed her to spell that one, or for Indy to spell that one out for me. One look at this and I recognize this exact type of puzzle from a million other things, like Professor Layton, The Room, just the sliding tile puzzle kind of thing where you have to move. I'm guessing these are, like, I can see a delineation between the wood blocks there. I'm guessing I need to get all the wood blocks out, down, away from this, because there's enough. Because where these holes are, I'm guessing I need to rotate each individual ring of this to line up all the gaps so that I can then slide the boat through, which I'm guessing is what these do. Yeah, that slides it to the right and this slides to the left, I assume. Okay. Alright. I think I know how we can... I think this one I think I got on lockdown, because this is a type of puzzle that I've seen a million times before in, like, every kind of puzzle game under the sun. Okay, so where to begin? I think first order of business is to move this. Did I do what I wanted it to do? Oh, hold on, I need to learn how this works first. So how do I control each individual? Okay, so that controls everything except the middle. This controls... That still controls everything except the middle. And then that controls only the middle. Okay. Well, I need to familiarize myself. Yeah, so these... Oh, okay, I thought it was going to be 3 rings. Because it seems like there's 3 rings here, right? But it looks like these rocks control the same set of rings. Oh, oh no, it's probably because it's locked, right? Yeah, okay, I see. It's probably because the wood block up there is locking the 2 together. So, like, so long as that wood block secures the 2 together, then I can only control... it'll... Moving either the middle or the outer ring will move them both at once because the wood block is blocking the 2 together. Which means in that case, I need to focus on getting that one out of here immediately. So that needs to go down there. And now I'm guessing that frees this up? Yeah, okay. Now that's freed up. So now let me get this in order, because that's a step towards progress right there, is getting that... We're already pretty well on the way there, I think. That's a pretty clean shot. It's just, we're just missing that final piece So in that case, let's keep this spinning around so I can line it up. I need to get that block to fall down right here. So we need these two. We need those two holes down there to form a slit so the wooden block can fall right down there. So now that we've done that, I need to get you. I need to get it such that this will fall where I want it to fall. Okay. That is exactly what I want. We have a clean shot across, and we have a slit down there. Now all I have to do is get this block exactly where I want it to go. Because this, I should only control, yep, there's that. And then one more spin, and we're home free. Easy. Easy mode. It's too easy. Now that is, see, things, I almost don't even want to praise that puzzle. Not as like out of spite or anything. Not as in, but just, like, that's not technically an original puzzle by any means. That type of puzzle's been seen in, like, every puzzle game you can imagine. But, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It works, it's clever, it's a fun little brain teaser. And it's still early game, so, you know, I guess it makes sense for it to not be super ultra complex. Yeah, I'm a fan. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Big fan of that one. And now we can go inside. And actually do more Indiana Jones related activities. So, like, honestly, I think I could forgive.
I don't need it.
Are you coming?
Guess I won't take no for an answer.
I can forgive the rudimentary combat so long as the puzzles are really good. And so far the puzzles have been really good, because that's like the core, at least to me, the core appeal of Indiana Jones is exploring temples, solving puzzles, escaping dangerous traps. We've not had much in the way of dangerous traps so far, but we had some pretty solid puzzles. So long as those elements are good and those are the primary selling point, then I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that combat being kind of one note and boring. I mean, I would prefer it to be better, of course, but it's not I'm willing to accept it as is if the rest of it is so good. The problem is that it's like, we've done way more combat in this game so far than we have done the temple exploration stuff.
What does it say, Professor?
And we've also done a lot of other boring stuff in the meantime. Am I supposed to take a picture of this?
Heed the trials of Augur, a bold chase.
Why do you need to take a picture? Like, can't you just read it?
Walks wisely and enters.
Perishing flames.
That's what it says.
Sounds fun. Come on, let's go. Dr. Jones, are you okay?
Just great. On the first trial.
It's closing again. What are you doing?
What do you think? Trying to get out of here.
It felt like the game was stuttering there for a second. I couldn't tell if that was my headset crackling, because I do have a wireless headset, so
Oh, there you are.
every once in a while the audio kind of crackles a little bit. I couldn't tell if that was my headset or just the game freaking out.
This seems like some kind of test.
Oh, Jesus.
Most cultures have tests of courage or agility, or wisdom, often meant to prove that a person is ready to be an adult.
Wow, this looks horrible. Especially with doing it in first person. Huh. Now here's the question. Will the game checkpoint me here when I inevitably fail? I'm thinking probably not. Huh.
Watch it.
Too good. Too good at the game. Can't stop me.
What is this place? Everything in here. Oh, thank God.
That wasn't so bad.
Flawless. Flawless dialogue stitching. Or dialogue editing. I said stitching because it's obviously stitched together. It just cuts, jumps from one line to the next.
Look at this gate.
Yeah? What about it?
Need some kind of key to open.
Key or keys? More dragons.
Let's have a look around and see if we can't find anything interesting. Guessing if there's anything, it's gonna be up there on that conspicuous pedestal. Or there's levers. Alright, what's this one say, Dr. Jones? You need your... It's like this camera has Google Translate built into it or something.
Face the challenges of silver and gold. Forge the sacred keys.
We need to pull both levers simultaneously. Both of these levers, I mean. Or can I just do one at a time? I think we'll just do one at a time for now.
Look at the jumps. The shield on the statue moved.
Explore the gold dragon path, alright. I thought it was going to be a thing where we had to pull both levers at once to make the keys, but no, I guess it's just two paths you have to explore in either order. That's kind of neat.
Never seen a place like this.
Probably not par for the course in journalism to explore hidden catacombs.
Usually it's things like spying on secret fascist meetings and reporting from the Ethiopian war front. Oh.
Gold path trial. Oh, you can step on that? That looked... That kind of looks like if I step on it, it would just burn my shoes off. I guess maybe don't step on the ones that are steaming.
Are you sure about this?
Nope.
It looks kind of dangerous. Watch out! I feel like the statues are judging me. Dio mio. They don't want people to get in, do they?
Just another day in the office. Let's try something else.
Okay. Oh. Hello. I see you. Let's see what special surprise is waiting for me. Oh, nothing over here, but I see a hole over there. I see a hole. But I can't reach it. Alright, so I need to get up here to give myself the height. And then we'll see where else I can go from here. If I could, can you? Thanks. See, I don't know where to go from here.
Huh?
Like, there's clearly a hole in the wall over there, but I can't, like... I don't think I can swing that far, and I don't think I can grab onto any of these little blocks up here. So, I'll leave that there for now. Is there anywhere else I can explore? Hey there. How's life? Oh, we got some levers, or chains. What do these chains do? Oh, okay, I get it. I see. We're reallocating where the furnaces are exhausting the heat, which should hopefully redirect it away from where the lever is, so I can pull this without burning alive.
Get away from there!
I'm okay.
Dio mio. They don't want people to get in, do they?
Just another day in the office. Let's try something else.
I think I'm on the right track, though. Are there more levers? Because there's 4 of them here. Are there more levers on... Well, if there are, I can't reach them. I could probably reach it if I could climb on top of that, but I can't... Well, actually, maybe now that it's aligned with... Yeah, but the problem here is I still can't... Maybe the game will automatically make her move it away from me, or away from her once I grab onto... Well, not enough. My thought process here is that if I grab onto this, it can then be pushed over, because it lines up perfectly with where that hole in the wall is. But I can't do this alone. So I'm hoping that the game will automatically allow her to...
Help me with
Okay.
these chains, will ya?
That was my initial thought process, was to use these things, like grab onto them and then get up there. I just didn't know you could move them. That was the piece of the puzzle that was missing, was the ability to move these things. Now, let's move the other chains. Right. There is good. And then there's another chain over here. Oh, perfect. Now, how would one escape? Can I just climb? Cannot climb back up. Oh, but this will open the door, maybe? Nice. Now, let's see if my theory is correct. It was indeed.
You actually did it.
Oh, you had doubts?
Of course not.
Yeah, just more of this, please.
This thing Maximus working. Cappuccino.
It's a forge.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Forge.
And this is right back where we started, and there...
Look, the metal is flowing into the mold.
It sure is.
Alright, that's one side down. So now we can do what I assume is the silver path. Alright, what does the silver path have in store? But yeah, just more, just give me, can this be the whole game?
Thought you moved.
Like, occasionally, maybe we get a small group of enemies.
Where'd you manage to keep all of this secret?
Common priests have no clue. Whatever this secret order is, it's strictly for the Vatican's inner circle.
What is that?
Beats me.
Must be part of his challenge.
And by the way, it's not like in Staff of Kings and games like it, it's not like there's no combat or minimal combat in that game. There is a hefty amount of combat, but it also has a lot of temple sections and puzzle sections to complement it. Whereas so far, this game has been way more heavily tipped in favor of the combat. But hopefully, starting with this temple and moving forward beyond this point, it'll start to be more heavily tipped in the opposite direction.
That's not good.
Hey, I'm trapped here.
Hang on. I'll figure this out.
Okay. So the floor is lava.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Not exactly.
There has to be a way to open the gate.
I know. Gotta be a test.
So last time we needed Gina to help us solve this. I think we need it again. Hold on. Can I pass her the stone tablet through the wall? No, I think it's stuck in there. Because there's a similar receptacle over there. So I was thinking if I could pass her, if I could give it to her through the slits in this bar, or it's the slits in the wall here. Then she could give it to me through the slits in the wall over there. And then I could put it in. But it appears it's not quite that simple. Alright, is there anything on the other side? Because there's another bar over here that I can swing across. Aha! Okay. There's another stone tablet. So can I give this one to her?
Pass it to me.
Yes, I can.
Take you to the other side.
Here.
Meet me on the other side.
Whoa, shit! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I was expecting that to not break. Thanks for the good checkpoint, though.
The other side.
I appreciate the good checkpoint. I was not expecting that to break at all.
Meet me on the other side.
Okay. So that's not gonna work. Fortunately, there's a pillar up here that's perfectly positioned to allow me to escape. And now we are reunited once again with my ancient enemy, the incredibly slow climbing animation. But at least this is a pretty awesome room.
It's so hard
Yeah? How do you think I feel? I'm actually the one in the room, in case you didn't notice. Alright, now don't let this one break too. Good. At least one of them is stable.
There.
Thank you.
Thanks for the help.
And are we done?
Come on.
What about the fire?
You have to find a way over it. Come on. I don't think you have much time.
Find a way over it, she means. You mean like using my whip? I wouldn't call that finding a way over it. That's what I've been doing the entire time. Who are you talking to? I'm over here, in case you didn't notice.
Take the odd way around up there.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a pass on that one because this part of the game has been really fun so far, but she did, in fact, just walk right through that fucking door. But I'll give you a pass this time. I'll give you a pass this one time. Because genuinely, this has been pretty. That one, I like the gold path was better. That wasn't much of a puzzle because they kind of like, even if I didn't figure out that I'm supposed to give her the tablet, the game told me that anyway. She was like, "Here, pass the tablet to me." So that wasn't much of a puzzle. That was more just like epic, kind of set piece style room where, you know, the whole place is lit on fire and you got to figure out how to get through it in one piece. So, yeah, not quite as good as the other one, but still, this feels much more emblematic of what Indiana Jones is supposed to be.
All my finds are special. But only one has been stolen by an agent of the Holy See who traveled halfway around the world, broke into my museum, and fought me for it. There's something fishy going on. I need to know what.
That's one.
The keys of St. Peter.
If only you could have grabbed the other one.
The symbol of the Holy See.
Of course, the keys to heaven. I've seen them on the Vatican flag. You know, I could tell right away you were not a priest. They're usually very clean and tidy.
Excuse me.
Watch it. I shower. Just perhaps less frequently out on the field.
Would have been really helpful if she could have grabbed me the other key and saved us all some time, but oh well. At least she's there to pass stone tablets to me when I need her to. Oh my goodness.
Home to a secret organization that's been working in the Vatican for over a century.
This place looks very...
Credit where credit is due. For all this game's visual hiccups,
Dr. Jones, lights.
and also audio hiccups, because like he and Gina were just talking kind of on top of each other there. By and large, the game does look very, very pretty. It's a very, very beautifully lit game. It's just, there's a lot of really annoying lighting hiccups that make it kind of hard to get fully immersed in the experience. Search the monastery for clues. Okay. Looks like it wants me to get up top there. There's a staircase in here I can climb? There sure is. What clues would you like me to discover here, friends? What awaits me? Is that a place I can... Yeah, that's definitely a place. So, it doesn't even show me that there's a whip icon from when I'm this close to it. But for some reason, outside the fountain, it showed me a whip icon for something I clearly wasn't supposed to be able to grab from all the way down on the floor. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Damn it.
This in no time.
Where have you been all my life? You're too slow for me.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. This language.
Do you know it?
It's familiar. Parts of it look like cuneiform.
I thought you were an expert, Dr. Jones.
I am. Only one person in the world that knows more about dead languages than me.
Who's that?
Your sister, Dr. Laura Lombardi.
I feel like you probably could have guessed that, given he's introduced your sister as the language expert.
What language is this? It's a book of prayers. Brother Locus traveled to the New World and located the word in a school. Locus, huh? Brother Locus received minimal injuries during retrieval. I don't know about minimal. It appears in the form of a cat and has been placed in the treasury of esoteric artifacts. We have to find this treasury, Gina. Maybe there's some clues in here.
Something strange about this painting.
Oh yeah? You an art critic too?
I'm sure it's going to unveil a secret tunnel to Narnia. But for now... Oh, this game does the thing where you can move the camera with the right stick.
Nephilim.
For some reason.
What's that?
Hebrew for giant. Children of fallen angels in Judeo-Christian mythology. This looks like some sort of historical record or maybe an origin myth. A tribe of giants swore loyalty to St. Peter during the founding of the Christian church to atone for their ancestral sin.
Oh, sounds very historical.
Myth or history? Just different ways of interpreting the past.
Wait, there is something behind the painting. A secret door.
Oh, go ahead. Open it.
Need a hand?
Get in, quick!
I can hear someone.
Let's keep going. There's gotta be
Oh,
an
they're
exit
not our
ahead.
concern anymore.
The children of fallen angels?
In the Book of Enoch, the Nephilim corrupted God's creation, triggering the Great Flood, which cleansed the earth.
I hope I never meet one of those.
Are we trapped? Is this a dead end?
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, that's clearly a door.
There is a symbol here. And what does a world-class archaeologist make of it?
Let me guess, do I need to... Oh, no, I don't need... I thought I was gonna have to take a picture. Instead, I just have to...
It's the same symbol Antonio and I found in the library.
Well, I still have that pendant.
Antonio?
I do have friends.
Huh. How did you...
Ammazza.
I give you the Vatican's treasury of esoteric artifacts. Something there?
No, no. Just shadows.
Search for the cat mummy.
They built quite the collection.
Is your cut, Mommy?
This game does it a lot. Where they just talk over each other. It's very annoying.
Looks like the lost Nurgle clay idol of Edu. They say touching it summons a Sumerian death curse. If you believe this sort. There you are, my friend.
Glocos, vitutus est.
That's a real-life giant, Dr. Jones.
Yep. You're Locust, right?
Sanctus reliquies reponi.
Sure. Bad first impressions and all that, but that's water under the bridge. Doesn't mean that we can't still talk this out like civilized.
I guess not. Et dignes des mortis.
Let go of me!
Get off the floor!
Hey, pal.
I can take you on.
Paviat miserabiles estis.
So this boss is gonna be more of the same, huh? Like if you just, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you just back up, he can't get you. He doesn't know what to do if you just back up.
Behind you, big guy!
Like I have a feeling, unless it just isn't doing anything, which I suppose is possible. I have a feeling I'm gonna beat this guy the exact same way I beat. Yep. What a boss fight.
You were right about the giants.
Well, I can feel a
Is he
pulse.
dead?
We don't want to be here when he wakes up.
Beat him the exact same way I beat every other enemy in the damn
Give
game.
me a hand, will you?
Se il Papa lo viene a sapere, sarà la fine per me.
Amico mio, il Papa è debole, moribondo. Preferireste irritare lui o irritare me?
Però la mia fiducia in voi, Benito?
Vertrauen. Ein wunderbares Konzept. Nicht wahr, Herr Voss?
Vertrauen, Exzellenz, ist unabdingbar für den Sieg. Das verstehen Sie sicherlich, Pater Ventura.
Ho accettato di mostrarvi la sala del tesoro segreta, ma non si può prendere niente.
Mio vecchio caro amico, non vorrete certo deludermi, vero? Herr Voss prenderà quello che gli serve.
Ma Benito, il Papa mi ucciderà.
Ich glaube, es gibt schlimmere Dinge als den Tod, Pater Ventura.
Was meinen Sie damit?
Kommen Sie kurz. Stellen Sie sich die Schmach vor, mit der ein Mann leben muss, wenn sein Privates an die Öffentlichkeit gelangt. Die allerschlimmsten Sünden, die Gott mit dem Tod bestraft, vor aller Augen offengelegt.
Was hat man Ihnen erzählt?
Ich vertraue nicht auf bloßen Klatsch und Tratsch, Pater. Ich vertraue ihr darauf, wie die Muskeln um ihren Mund zucken, wie sich ihr orbicularis oris zusammenzieht. Ihre himmelschreienden Sünden stehen ihr buchstäblich ins Gesicht geschrieben. Widerwärtige Verbrechen gegen den Heiligen Geist. Geben Sie mir, was ich will, oder Sie werden zum Ausgestoßenen. Ein Schandfleck auf dem Antlitz der Kirche. Haben Sie das verstanden?
Sa essere molto persuasivo. Non è vero?
Na gut. Folgen Sie mir.
Sind das die Schätze, die Berlin haben will, Herr Voss? Was ist das?
Die Relikte des großen Kreises, Exzellenz.
The Great Circle.
Die Kirche soll Jahrhunderte gebraucht haben, diese dreisten Relikte des großen Kreises zu finden. Und es sind nicht mal alle.
Oh, keine Sorge, Pater. Es sind nur noch 4 Stück, die gefunden werden müssen. Was dank der systematischen Effizienz deutscher Archäologen nur eine Frage von Wochen sein wird.
Ich muss Sie warnen, Herr Voss. Die Relikte sind gefährlich. Sie sollen Kräfte bürgen, die nicht von dieser Welt sind.
Und genau deswegen will der Führer sie haben.
Ich erwarte, dass auch Italien von diesem Vorhaben profitiert, Herr Voss.
Vertrauen Sie mir, Exzellenz. Sobald wir alle Relikte haben, werden unser beider Nationen unaufhaltsam sein.
Molto bene! Felice che abbiamo risolto questa faccenda in modo amichevole.
Bereitet den Abflug vor. Danke für Ihre Mitarbeit. Arrivederci.
Bravo!
Oh.
Hey, where are you going?
Following the Nazis. Back to Giza.
Back?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, it only took us like 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, but we finally heard reference to the titular Great Circle.
Maledizione. This door. I cannot open. Do you still have that pendant of yours, Otto Jones?
Always.
Way over your head, Gina.
You found your cat.
In pieces.
Now I want to find Laura.
You have any idea of the archaeological significance of the Great Circle? I'm not letting this one go.
I don't care about your Great Circle. I just care about my sister.
I've had a run-in with the Nazis before, and trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
Was los, Rambo?
No, wait.
Really? Really? Fucking really? Really, dude? You're that...
Schickt uns rauf.
Are they trying to write Dial of Destiny 80-year-old slow as a damn turtle Indiana Jones with the body of 40-year-old Indiana Jones?
Ist wahrscheinlich nur die miese italienische Technik.
War Leonardo da Vinci nicht Italiener? Wer? Nichts, nur der größte Erfinder aller Zeiten. Nie von ihm gehört. Wie kann man mit so wenig Hirn überhaupt leben?
Well, guess we're doing things the hard way. God damn, the vistas in this game really are something else. We could have done this the easy way, but Indiana Jones had to be a fucking slowpoke loser. So now we have to do this the hard way. And climb the scaffolding one step at a time. Or not. Is there a problem? Why can we not... The hell was that? Why was he just not climbing? I wasn't pushing any different buttons. It just wasn't letting me go up for some reason. Oh well. Made it up in the end. Also, okay, so I get why the stamina has to be here for combat. Like that I understand. But for just navigation seems kind of pointless. Like the idea behind having stamina for combat is so that you can't just spam attacks. Even though that is what you end up doing anyway, because it's not very hard to regain your stamina, but that's the idea behind why it's there. But there's no spamming exploration. There's no spamming like shimmying or jumping or whip swinging. That just seems like a bizarre choice. Okay, can we climb up here? We sure can. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. None of those jumps look makeable. That's not a word. Doesn't feel like I can make any of these. That doesn't feel like a jump I should have been able to make. But oh well. Who made that sound? I sure do wonder. Like, why are you so stupid? Oh. What have we here? What have we here? Huh? Feel like you should have not taken that many for you to go down. That's alright. I'm going to exhaust all this ammo in just this one. Oh.
Hallo, schneller, ihr verzögert unseren Abflug.
Father Gallagher.
Oh, hi there.
Why are you not in your cassock? And not in the library?
How did you even recognize me when you couldn't see my face?
Just want to check out the view.
You called me from behind.
Always nosing about.
With a gun and a whip. Hey.
You'd be surprised how often it comes in handy.
Traitors, conspirators, liars! And now I also have to deal with spies? Fate ciò che volete con lui. Mi occuperò di Antonio.
What's going on with the lighting in the bottom left corner of the shot? Anytime it cuts to Indy, the bottom left corner is what?
Demone! Demone! Uccidete il demone!
Well, that worked out real nicely. How did you get up here when I had to ride the damn whip up the- Wait, what the fuck? Huh? What the fuck? What? 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 They all ran right past- Alright. Sure. Is that asshole gonna keep coming back throughout the game?
Fortuna, amico mio.
Okay. At first I was concerned that they were gonna try to make me buy that Indy was gonna hold on to the blimp via a whip throughout the entire flight. Thankfully, that is not the direction we are going. That would be very silly if it was. Alright.
You again?
Yes, me again! Help me up!
Wait! Don't move! I said don't move!
I'm okay! Thanks for asking!
Another jarring cut. Well, for as silly as some of that was, we're definitely now starting to actually get into more Indiana Jones type stuff.
Fresh air.
Why are you following me, Strambo?
Oh, don't flatter yourself. The Great Circle's the biggest mystery in all of archaeology. Do you even know what it is?
Some kind of a fancy ring you're gonna put in your museum, perhaps?
No.
What?
Do you have any lipstick? Give it to me. Great. That's the Earth. Now, throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. Siwa, Giza, Persepolis, Mohenjo-Daro, Sukhothai, Nazca, Machu Picchu. Now, here's the strange part. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
Sounds like a coincidence to me.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just a fluke. Or maybe Voss found something that connects these stone relics to the Great Circle.
Nazis don't care about history, Dr. Jones. They only care about power.
Legend says that the Great Circle does have some power, something about its geometry, a deeper force that connects these sites.
Yeah, but that's superstition. And I don't believe in superstition.
Neither do I. But if Voss thinks those stone relics...
We're doing this again? Really? We're still fucking doing it? Are you, do you not, so, it is a problem in Raiders of the Lost Ark that Indiana Jones says, I don't believe in magic and superstitious hocus pocus. Because the events of by that point he had already lived through Temple of Doom, where he saw black magic, where he saw voodoo magic, where he saw people drinking the blood of Kali. He saw so much superstitious hocus pocus shit in Temple of Doom. And then also at the very end of the movie, when he recited the incantation that set the stones afire and defeated Molaram. Like, you can technically let that go because, of course, Raiders of the Lost Ark wasn't written with Temple of Doom in mind, so they didn't know what they were going to do with the sequel by that point. It is, of course, still an inconsistency, but it's at least one that wasn't done. Like, it's you can't blame Raiders of the Lost Ark for it, even though the problem is in Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's not the fault of the writers of Raiders of the Lost Ark that it is a problem. But by the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's no fucking way that Indiana Jones wouldn't believe in superstitious hocus pocus by this point. Like, come on. I hated it when they did this shit in Dial of Destiny, and it's...
Not the right, then we have to find them before he does.
No, you have to find them. I have to find my sister.
Sorry.
I do have a pen, do you know that? I'm a journalist.
Why didn't you say...
It's an antique, by the way.
What?
A hairpin. Early 19th century.
That was a gift from my sister.
Yeah. It is quite lovely. Seems to be something...
Wow.
How about that?
Laura didn't tell me about that. I could have used it back in prison.
You were in prison.
There's so many things you don't know about me.
Blood is a long way to Giza. Right. Gotta get some shut-eye. We're about to land. This place will be crawling with Nazis any second.
Okay, let's go.
Gut gelaunt. Sicher nicht mehr lange. Wer weiß, was Ganz mit seiner Ausgrabungsstätte angestellt hat, während wir weg waren. Werden wir ja bald sehen.
There's a service hatch in the back. Let's get out this way.
So.
Alright, I didn't realize that was going to be such a long cutscene sequence. I was planning on winding down after the little mini boss fight in the treasury, and after the cutscene where they introduced the Great Circle. I didn't realize it was going to keep going with the whole blimp set piece, but yeah, the game's finally starting to get good. The story is finally going somewhere. We're finally doing Indiana Jones related things, exploring temples, solving puzzles. Combat's kind of taking a backseat, even though the boss is lame. It's just the same LT, RT alternation you do with every other enemy. He can't do anything to, as long as you just keep moving backwards, he can't do anything to you. Some annoying story beats that I just talked about. But I'm way happier with the game today than I was for any of the previous episodes. So that's already a huge step in the right direction. I'm not actively dreading playing the game anymore. In fact, I'm actually kind of looking forward to recording more of this game. Whereas for the first three, I was like, ugh, I really need to record more of this. So, that's good. It's good that we're making progress. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. Hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Goodbye.